Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and those of you who know my past know that I was lucky enough to make a lot of very big hit viral videos with a lot of A-list celebrities, one of which was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, when I worked with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I was immensely impressed. I mean, here he was, a huge movie star, yet he was so humbled, and one of the hardest working people I've ever met. For someone so famous, he was there, he took time, he would engage with you, he was polite, he was funny, he gave you everything you needed. One of the nicest, smartest, hardest working celebrities and people I've ever worked with. But apparently, DJ was just pulling the wool over my eyes. And I'm just heartbroken to know the truth. So guys, I hope you're sitting down to learn the sick truth about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because I learned about it today here on Twitter, okay? Before we get there, it's important to set up why this happened, okay? And how this information came out. Now, DJ did something today that he's never done in his whole history. He endorsed a presidential and vice presidential candidate. As a political independent and centrist, I voted for both parties in the past, and in this critical presidential election, I'm endorsing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Progress takes courage, humanity, empathy, strength, kindness, and respect. We must all vote. Now, why today? Why would he do this today? And why them, right? Well, you watch and you think, okay, it's innocent enough, but no. When you go and look at the replies in his chain, and I had to edit these up to make sure I wasn't crossing any terms of service here on YouTube. I'm not mentioning anything. I'm not going to mention any keywords or topics or anything that would go against the guidelines of YouTube, because you can't hear. So any YouTube reps watching this, I hope you'll see I'm following the rules. So I will not use any of the words or subjects that I'm not allowed to. So we'll have to allude to things. You'll have to use your mind or go Google these yourself to figure it out. However, Matriarch, thank you for pointing this video out, because this was a game changer. Wow, I can't believe a father like The Rock was part of something like this. Child emming and pee. We'll call it pita. Pita bread. It's pita bread. It's never a laughing matter. Vile. I mean, she's right. She's absolutely right. As far as I'm concerned, The Rock can go F himself. Speaking of The Rock, he is on SNL with PETA great Tom Hanks. PETA, because he likes grease, guys. YouTube rep. PETA bread. That's what we're talking about here. Tom Hanks, they do a bit about young ones. Is that funny? No. The Rock likes eating your children. Wake up, America. What? I mean, what? I know. Just stay tuned, because there's video evidence, guys. Not pulling your leg on this one like some other times I've done, okay? Look, let's get to this. And here is someone who said, did you see that child emming robot sketch The Rock was involved in? Yes, I did. I was shocked to my core when I saw the child emming robot skit. Virtual signaling to the elite globalist PETA club was not funny. Was incredibly weird and downright disgusting. So sad to see The Rock sell out to the PETA criminal elites in the world. And here Jay's chiming in. I was just about to say, you saw that. I saw that too. James Gunn level creepy. You don't get to the top of Hollywood without selling your soul. Same with Batista. I mean, I guess they need to be out too. Thank you, Jay Sherman, Young Brooklyn, for telling me this. I mean, I just didn't even know. So what are they referring to? Well, let's break this down. Here is part of the clip, the SNL skit with Dwayne. These people are sick. You go to this skit, and I can't play you this skit because it just crosses a line, okay? Plus, Saturday Night Live doesn't like when you play their videos, because then they demonetize you. So I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to show a couple stills. We're going to commentary on it. You guys can go find this skit online if you want in your own time. I dare you to try and sit through this. It's brutal. Anyway, the skit is called The World's Most Evil Invention. And in it, Bobby Monahan, a lot of the other cast members, portray Hollywood-type villains trying to create the most evil invention in the world. One creates a shrink ray. He'll shrink the people to death. Another creates a freeze ray. She'll freeze people to death. It'll be the most evil plan ever. And that is when DJ steps in, very matter of fact, creating a child emming robot. The audience laughs in awkward uncomfortableness, and even the evil villains in the video are disgusted by him. he expresses that it's very easy and cheap to make, and it can, affect twice as many people as a human could. And they are horrified by this idea. What? How could you do such a thing? And to which The Rock replies, well, isn't this the most evil invention contest? I can't think of anything more evil. He then proceeds to fight back and explain to them, and they are horrified to be associated with him. They completely demonize him and say it's terrible. They would never endorse, and no one really endorses it, but he just, creates this evil invention and comes up with the most evil thing in the world. At the end of the video, it's sponsored by White Castle. This is just terrifying. Now, that alone would be reason to say, whoa, DJ. But as CJ Truth here proves, he also eats children. Let's see this for ourselves.
I eat children.
How
old are you?
12.
12. Oh, okay. Only to 10.
Only
Okay,
to
that's
10.
good.
Okay, we are safe.
Yeah.
That's good.
Children and pineapple.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I mean, that's not funny. What is he saying? I mean, come on. Am I right? Come on. Well, that's all I can find on this. But there's a lot of tweets echoing and sharing these clips. And it's scary. It's scary that people are buying this. Look, okay, I can't keep this going. Typically, I just keep it going, and then I'd trick you, and the commenters would go, "Oh, Andy," they would, "Oh, yeah." Look, this is crazy. I'm all for trying to learn new theories, and I'm all for hearing stuff out, but this video, this Saturday Night Live skit is hilarious. It's hilarious, and it completely condemns the thing that people are complaining about. I mean, Christ, this matriarch, you are missing the point. There is nothing about what you're saying here that they're making fun of. In fact, the entire skit is just, it's like brilliant because it's just showing that the movie villains aren't actually scary, and he's going to what is the most horrific thing that could be scary and trying to prove it, and horrifying even Hollywood movie villains. It's these people supposed to be the monsters actually seeing a true monster and being horrified. Everyone in this skit is horrified, including the audience who's uncomfortable. Like, are we supposed to laugh at this? But it's actually very funny. There's no kids in it. There's no danger. There's nothing in this skit that's dangerous or questionable to me. And if we censor a skit like this, man, we are in trouble. We are in massive trouble because nothing in this skit was wrong. Now, if someone could say, I don't find that funny, okay, but don't come try and censor it. Just don't watch it. It's fine if you don't want to endorse it. Got no problem with you don't want to endorse it. But my goodness, this is actual comedy. This is actual satire. And it actually condemns the very topics people are complaining about. Unlike Cuties, which I have made several videos on and I'm absolutely okay condemning. Absolutely, absolutely condemn that. And I know there's a lot of stuff in Hollywood, a lot of people in Hollywood. There's questionable stuff, and I will continue to find it. But right now, someone's got to point me in a better direction to say that there's something wrong going with The Rock, because this is garbage. This video about even this person is admitting, well, this is a very unfunny video. Was he kidding? If he was, it's not funny. I agree. The joke's not funny. I think he's just stuck in a junket, and I don't know. I couldn't find the beginning of it, but clearly, like, how do you be so big? And he's just sort of trying to play like a tough, like, to the kid. The kid's laughing. It's a stupid joke, but he even sort of acknowledges, but the dad and him are laughing about it. Dude, come on. Pete, this is what people are doing now. I mean, people are literally sharing this around Twitter right now, connected to Dwayne's announcement, as if these are real. This is the world we live in right now. I mean, I'm shocked. So look, as I've said in all my videos when I touch upon these types of topics, please hit me up. If you got something better, I will hear it out. But I am a rational person who likes to look at the evidence and then try and figure out if it's real. And so far, I'm sorry, could there be some weird thing behind the scenes about going on with DJ? I guess anything's possible. But until I see something more obvious, more glaring, no. DJ's a nice guy. And I know that because I met the guy. He's a great guy. Amazing hard worker. I feel like all he does is work. It's family and work. Family and work. That's all he does. He wants to be the best and he's managed to pull that off. So good for him. Now, regarding him actually endorsing these people, I don't care. Dude, he's an American. He's an American. Americans can endorse whoever they want. Celebrities can endorse whoever they want. He's going to upset some of his base, but clearly he found it important enough to do that. It's his right. There were some pretty funny tweets out there. One tweet had already got deleted because clearly she got made fun of a lot. But someone was like, my children are already burning your movies because of this. My teens are so upset. I mean, what? Come on. What? Who? You're letting your kids burn their movies? What? Huh? Look, it's going to upset people. They're allowed to be upset. But he's also allowed to endorse whoever he wants. It's his choice. That's the beauty of our country, right? He can say, he can vote, and he can endorse whoever he wants. You don't have to listen to him. You don't have to support him. That's your right, but it's his right to endorse somebody he wants. So I got no problem with this. He can do what he wants. At the same time, like anybody who needs a celebrity to decide who they vote for, I mean, that's pretty sad. Go do some homework. Or just, if you're not going to do the homework, then don't vote, I guess. I mean, that to me is disgusting and sad. But honestly, I think it's better to just not vote because you're ill-informed than doing it because a celebrity told you to. You should be informed. You should try and find one issue that's important to you. Find one issue that's important to you, at least, and figure out, okay, well, which candidate's going to help me get my goal of that issue? It's at least one way you can go about it. It's not that hard. It's a pretty big deal. Voting is a right that we should be fighting for and taking advantage of. I support voting, absolutely support voting. But you got to not just, there's so many people who say, look at this. We must vote. He clearly wants you to vote for his candidate. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I think that's annoying. So many people in Hollywood will tell you to vote. Make sure you vote. But clearly they want you to vote for their candidate. I mean, okay. There's celebrities trying to do their best. They're influencers. People will listen. Taylor Swift, etc. They will swing some votes. It is what it is. But he has every right to do it. So I got no problem with this. So there you go. Now, as for politics in general, I really, really try to steer clear of that in the channel. It comes up once in a while, but this Tuesday night are the debates. And we are going to do a big live drunken stream where I'm going to get people from both sides. We're going to sit. We're going to watch it together live as you guys do. We'll offer a commentary. We'll try and crack some jokes. We'll try and do some scoreboards. We'll try and be center and be fair to both sides. And we'll have some fun. We're experimenting. Usually I do my Change Our Minds on Tuesdays, but this night, because of the debates, I actually really want to watch them. And I thought, and my audience agreed, so tune in. I will put that link. It might not be right here, but it will be soon. I will put that link here so you guys can set an alert and join that stream. So stay tuned for that debate stream this Tuesday. So that's what we got coming up. In the meanwhile, look, if you got information on DJ or The Rock or any celebrities or any theories out there you want me to look into, I will happily do it. I will listen. However, this one, to me, sorry, needs more proof. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And we got lots more here on Popcorn Planet.